The sun breaks over the Côte d'Azur, lighting up the harbor of Port Hercule. Yachts as long as football fields gleam like floating palaces, and the narrow streets of Monte Carlo stir awake with an unmistakable sound, the growl of supercar engines. This is Monaco, a tiny principality with colossal wealth. And in this glittering kingdom, billionaire ladies aren't just passengers to luxury. They are at the wheel, steering their own empires and their supercars with equal confidence. Monaco is the ultimate stage for the rich. With one of the highest densities of millionaires and billionaires in the world, every square meter feels like it belongs to a story of fortune, heritage, or sheer ambition. And while the spotlight often falls on men in suits or F1 champions in the paddock, the women of Monaco's elite have carved out their own narrative. Glamorous, independent, powerful, and always making an entrance that no one forgets. Picture the scene outside Hôtel de Paris in Casino Square. The air smells faintly of sea salt mixed with expensive perfume. Tourists with phones ready stand by, waiting, not for celebrities, but for the arrivals. Then, a low-slung Ferrari SF90, wrapped in rose gold chrome, slides into the square. But a woman in her late 20s, perfectly styled, stepping out in stilettos as the butterfly doors lift upward. This is Monaco, where billionaire women don't just buy handbags, they buy horsepower. The car culture here is alive 24/7. Monaco's streets are a rolling showroom. At night, you'll see women cruising in Lamborghini Huracan Evios painted in pastel tones, or custom Porsche 911 turbos with interiors trimmed in exotic leathers. These are not rentals, they're personal collections, often stored beneath luxury apartments in private garages that could pass for art museums. Some even own rotating platforms so their cars can be displayed like sculptures before hitting the road. But it's not just about speed, it's about statement. For billionaire ladies in Monaco, the supercar is an accessory to identity. Some opt for classic elegance, a vintage Aston Martin DB5 or a Rolls-Royce Dawn, matching old money charm with timeless taste. Others lean toward modern dominance, Bugatti Chirons, McLaren Elvas, or the electric Porsche Taycan Turbo S, symbolizing innovation and eco-conscious luxury. The choices say as much about the women as they do about the machines. And then there's the yacht connection. Monaco's ladies don't just drive their cars, they sometimes dock them. Videos and photos have gone viral of hypercars. Yes, actual Bugattis and Lamborghinis being craned onto the back decks of super yachts. Imagine sailing the Mediterranean with your car on board, ready to unload in Saint-Tropez, Cannes, or back again in Monte Carlo. For billionaire women, mobility is limitless. If they want their Ferrari in Capri tomorrow, it's there. If they want their Bentley in Dubai next weekend, it flies by private jet. Their lifestyle extends far beyond the driver's seat. Mornings might start with a run along Larvado Beach, followed by breakfast overlooking the harbor. Business meetings often take place in private suites or aboard yachts. Fashion is another arena where they dominate. Many are dressed head to toe in Chanel, Dior, or Balmain, accessorized with limited edition Hermes bags that sometimes cost more than the cars themselves. Yet even here, the supercar remains the centerpiece, because arriving to a gala in a custom Bentley Mulsanne makes just as much of a statement as the gown. And while many people assume these women inherited their wealth, the truth is more complex. Some are indeed heiresses from European dynasties, but others are entrepreneurs, investors, or influencers who built their own brands. Their wealth allows them to choose, and their choices ripple across global luxury culture. A billionaire woman in Monaco might favor sustainable luxury, like ordering a fully electric Rimac Nevera, sending a message that speed, style, and responsibility can coexist. The Grand Prix weekend is the crown jewel of this lifestyle. During those days, Monaco transforms into a carnival of excess. Super yachts line the harbor, rooftop parties go until dawn, and the streets roar with engines. For billionaire ladies, it's a time to shine, arriving in their latest acquisitions. From limited edition Lamborghinis to one-off Pagani Roadsters, the cameras flash, the crowd stares, and the message is clear. Monaco may be small, but its stage is global, and these women own it. But beyond the spectacle lies something deeper. For many of these women, the supercar is not just a toy. It's a reward for success, a reflection of independence. Driving through the twisting hairpins above the principality, the engine echoing off cliffside villas. They aren't merely flaunting wealth, they're living freedom in a way only Monaco can offer. Here, luxury isn't hidden behind gates or secluded estates. It's public, it's celebrated, and it's on parade every single day. But none of this exists in isolation. In Monaco, a lady's arrival in a Ferrari or Bugatti Bugatti is only the opening act. What follows is an entire lifestyle woven around those cars. Luxury homes with garages that look like art galleries, yachts that double as floating palaces, and evenings that move seamlessly from the roar of an engine to the sparkle of a gala. The arrivals may turn heads, but it's the world behind those arrivals. The homes, the yachts, the social rhythm that completes the story. And that's where we go next. Life in Monaco for billionaire ladies is not just about appearances, it's about creating a lifestyle that feels like a living artwork. Beyond the streets filled with Lamborghinis and Ferraris, their private worlds are equally, if not more, extravagant. Many of these women reside in penthouses that feel like entire kingdoms in the sky. The Tour Odeon penthouse, worth over $300 million, is one of the most famous examples. From its infinity pool perched high above the Mediterranean, to its glass elevators that descend straight to hidden luxury garages, it represents the ultimate blend of privacy and spectacle. Imagine walking across Italian marble floors, the sea stretching endlessly outside, before taking your private lift down to choose between a Bugatti, a Rolls-Royce, or a McLaren for the evening. For the women who live this way, each day is designed to be unforgettable. Luxury residences in Monaco are not just homes, they are symbols of legacy. Many include art collections worth tens of millions, curated with the same precision as their car collections. Inside these walls, you'll often find rare Picassos, Warhols, or even bespoke pieces commissioned from contemporary artists. Just as a Pagani Huayra or Ferrari Daytona is engineered as a masterpiece, so too are the interiors of these homes. And then there are the garages. Some Monaco residences feature sky garages, where supercars are displayed behind glass walls inside living rooms. Billionaire ladies treat these machines not merely as vehicles, but as personal signatures. A one-of-a-kind Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute painted in pearl white, or a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ wrapped in matte pink chrome, says more about personality than 1,000 words ever could. Every car tells a story of taste, of independence, of sheer ambition. Yachting is another pillar of this lifestyle. Monaco's harbor is one of the most photographed in the world, a playground for super yachts that cost $500 million or more. For billionaire women, these yachts aren't just floating hotels, they're second homes. Equipped with helipads, infinity pools, cinemas, and private spas, they extend their lifestyle seamlessly onto the water. What makes it even more remarkable is how the car culture intersects with yachting. More than once, videos have captured rare hypercars being craned onto the back decks of yachts, meaning a woman could wake up in Monte Carlo, sail to Portofino, and still have her Ferrari waiting when she docks. The ability to bring your supercar with you wherever you go redefines the meaning of freedom. But behind all the glamour lies an unshakable rhythm of business and power. Many billionaire ladies in Monaco are not simply inheritors of wealth, they are active players in global markets. They run investment portfolios, fashion empires, hospitality brands, and even tech startups. Their days might begin with breakfast overlooking the harbor, followed by meetings in private suites at the Hotel Hermitage or aboard a yacht moored in Port Hercule. Yet by afternoon, it's not unusual to see the same women tearing down the Grand Corniche in a McLaren Speedtail, sunglasses on, hair blowing in the Riviera breeze. Evenings, meanwhile, are reserved for the social calendar. Galas, fashion weeks, and exclusive charity events dominate their schedules. The car parked outside often speaks as loudly as the diamonds worn inside. A custom Rolls-Royce Cullinan with a starlight headliner might wait in front of the Casino de Monte Carlo, its presence signaling elegance and grace. A limited edition Ferrari Monza SP1 will be seen idling at the curb, drawing as many stares as the red carpet itself. There's also an evolution happening in their tastes. While V12s and roaring exhausts remain icons of passion, many billionaire ladies are now embracing a greener form of luxury. High-performance electric cars like the Rimac Nevera, the Lotus Evija, and the Porsche Taycan Turbo S are making their way into Monaco's garages. Owning such a car is not only about enjoying record-breaking acceleration, it's about sending a message that the future of luxury can be sustainable. For women who set global trends, this shift is as much about influence as it is about technology. And when it comes to the Grand Prix, Monaco's billionaire ladies know how to shine. This annual event is more than a race. It's the heartbeat of the principality. During those days, the city transforms into a dazzling blend of engines and elegance. The harbor becomes a forest of masts and decks, packed with billionaires' yachts. Helicopters buzz overhead, private jets fill nearby runways, and every street corner brims with cameras. For the women who arrive in their hypercars, dressed in couture gowns and diamonds, it is their moment to step onto the world's most glamorous stage. To arrive at Casino Square in a Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, step out in heels and walk past the flash of paparazzi. That's not just luxury, it's legend. What sets Monaco's billionaire ladies apart is not merely wealth, but mastery of lifestyle. They understand that every appearance is a statement, every arrival a performance, every choice a reflection of who they are. They merge elegance with adrenaline, tradition with innovation, and luxury with purpose. In a world where power is often measured in numbers, these women measure theirs in experiences, how they live, what they drive, and the legacy they leave behind. So when you think of Monaco, picture this: women who glide between boardrooms and racetracks, who live among the rarest art and the fastest cars, and who command the spotlight not as passengers, but as leaders. Their lives are a symphony of horsepower, high fashion, and boundless ambition. If you enjoyed exploring the lifestyle of Monaco's billionaire ladies and their supercars, don't just stop here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. We've only scratched the surface of the world's most exclusive playground, and the next story will take you even deeper into the lifestyles of the global elite. You won't want to miss it.